Day 682 being Christopher Cruz. I was just sitting here reading this Psalm 121. I was talking to Araceli, and she said yesterday she was driving and she saw a cross on someone's car, and then she looked up, and in the mountains there was this giant cross lit up, and then she saw a license plate that said Psalm, and she thinks it said 121. She couldn't remember the exact number, so I went to this and I read it, and it says, it's only 8 verses, and it says, I lift my eyes up to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will never slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. So I was just reading that, and I was like, Chris, just relax. Like, there's no rush for you to get anywhere. That's all, like, in your mind, like, trying to figure out, you know, what am I supposed to build? What am I supposed to create? What's going on with League of Lions? Like, and it's just like there's this pressure that I have on myself to get somewhere, to create something, to build something, to do all of this. And I feel like God's got me in this place of transformation and learning, not necessarily building. Like, I don't feel like I'm in the building stage of anything. I feel like I'm in the learning stage, in the developing stage, in the transformation stage. Like, I'm going through the metamorphosis. I'm in the cocoon. And like when a caterpillar's in a cocoon, it's not trying to build anything. Like, it's just trying to survive the cocoon. It's just trying to get through the transformation without dying. And I feel like that might be the phase that I'm in. That might be the season that I'm in. And I'm trying to be in the phase of like spreading my wings and flying. And God has me in the phase of like growing my wings so I can fly. And that's the hardest place for me to be in, because I feel like I'm not being productive. And the crazy thing is, I wouldn't be able to be in this place had God not sent me all the clients that I got and blessed me with, you know, the money to be able to do this. And so I was just sitting here thinking, like, man, God's helping me get my health figured out. Like, this pause has helped me have a massive breakthrough in my experience of food and what shifts it and how it works and the foods that I really like look forward to eating, to where I don't crave the bad food. And it's like, man, that's a huge breakthrough. And, you know, I'm having conversations with people. I'm leading people back to God, and God is speaking through me all this deep, amazing wisdom that's like piercing people's hearts. And, you know, I have friends that are turning to God and family that's turning to God. And I'm still learning so much, but it's like the impatience in me wants to just get to the next level. It's like, okay, what am I going to build now? But I feel like deep down inside, there's this knowing that I'm not ready to build something right now. Like, I've got my coaching clients, and I'm more than prepared to coach them, and that's going incredibly well. But to build something, it just feels premature. And to let go of that is just like, to accept that is like, no, I want to build League of Lions. Like, I want to build the brand. I want to build the tribe. I want to do all this. Like, and I just don't feel like God's calling me to do that yet. Like, his message was very, very clear to me. Share the blessings and miracles that I performed in your life. Share it with others and give me the glory. And so, and I feel very, very drawn to this podcast microphone. I feel very drawn to talk about God and to speak about God. Yeah, it's crazy because 10 days ago or whatever it was, like, I was scared to talk about God online. Like, I was scared to post anything about God on Instagram, and now it's all I post. and I have no issues with it. And people are reaching out to me like, thank you, you've led me back to God. Oh my gosh, I'm loving your content, loving your videos, keep going. They're really inspiring me. They're helping me with my relationship with God. And it's just like, I was so scared to do that. Now what I'm scared to do is I'm scared to slow down. I'm scared to not make progress in my business. I'm scared to not build something. I'm scared to just surrender and just let God take the wheel. Like, I still want to take the wheel. I still want to drive. I still want to do this. I want to do that. But it's like, there's a reason why God is telling me to pause. Selah. There's a reason he's telling me that. There's a reason he led me to the golf course. There's a reason, he's helping me figure out the food situation and my health with that. There's a reason he's leading me to have conversations with people. And so I just gotta slow down, which is so hard because it's like, I'm 35. Like, I should have been a millionaire by the time I was 25. What the frick am I doing with my life? Like, oh my God, I'm so behind. And I'm trying to get too far ahead of God's plan. And I can feel it, and it's stressful and it's frustrating, and I'm trying to force things, and like, you can't force God's plan. If you force God's plan, then it's not God's plan, it's your plan. And I don't want to live by my plan anymore. So it's like this different level of surrender that is uncomfortable for me. Surrendering to staying where I am, surrendering to standing firm where I am, surrendering to slowing down and pausing. And that's the hardest thing for me to do. And I think that's where I have to really look at myself and see, well, what is it that's in me that doesn't allow me to slow down? Like, what is it in me that makes me feel like I have to get somewhere, I have to succeed, I have to achieve? Or that I'm missing out on something. And so I need to look into that and see. But mostly I just need to surrender to God. And it's like, what if he's just trying to get all my ducks in order before he sends me out to the world? What if he's trying to teach me how to pause and how to take care of myself and how to rest, because he's going to have me speaking all around the world, and I'm going to have a lot less time than I do now, and it's going to be crucial for me to learn how to rest. What if he's teaching me how to eat in a way that nourishes my body? What if he's trying to get my health right so I have the energy and the strength to go do what he's going to call me to do? What if he's developing the surrender in me so, when he calls me to do things in the future, I surrender to them because I know I can trust him fully? Like, what if he's doing all this deep work on my spirit so he can lead me to what he wants me to do in the world? Like, this should be a time where I'm just surrendering and I'm just grateful and I'm just present, and I'm like, wow, like, where I am right now is where I wish I was, where I wished I was like months ago. And it's just like, there's this thing in me that's just like, nope, go farther. It's not good enough. Keep going. It's not good enough. And I really need to look at that and release that and ask God to help me release that. So, yeah, it's tough. Like, I feel like all God wants me to do right now is draw and read the Bible, and that's it. And all I want to do is read other books to figure out how I can build my business, and I want to build my business, and I want to launch League of Lions, and I want to figure this out and figure that out. Like, that's all I want to do. And I feel like all God wants me to do is draw and read the Bible and golf. And I'm just like, no. But it's like, dang, that's amazing. Like, draw, read the Bible, and golf, that's a pretty good life right there. Like, there are people that work their whole lives and wait till they're 65 to be able to do that. Like, God's telling me do it now. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. My mind is just, I just gotta chill. But that's hard. You know, we all have our things that are really hard to surrender to. And this, I'm realizing, is mine. And it's like maybe he's just trying to get me to realize that my satisfaction and self-worth is not going to come from what I achieve. It's going to come from my relationship with him. And to stop seeking external validation and achievement and accomplishment to feel good, but instead seek him. And I just have to let go of the idea of what I believe I'm here to do. It's like I just pulled out my fulfillment blueprint for my own purpose pack, and I was just going to read through it all, and, you know, because I love it, and I'm so excited about it, and it's like, gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, my entire purpose is on a single freaking piece of paper, and it's amazing. And I just want to read that so I can get clear on it. I've got this whole wall full of ideas for what I'm building with League of Lions, but I don't think I'm in that place yet. So annoying and frustrating. But I just have to surrender. So Selah, pause, ponder, rest, seek God. Okay. I have anxiety because I don't want to. All right, the struggle's real. The struggle's real. And this is what I have in front of me. Focus on me, not the storm. Focus on me, not the business. Focus on me, not League of Lions. Focus on me, not your next steps. I'm starving. Literally starving. I'm so hungry. Okay, I gotta read the Bible.